Optimize factor integration is supply software for a specific operational decision. Optimizes the integration process of external causal factors with historical sales data for maximum forecasting accuracy. This video explains what the tool does, why the workflow matters, and how the output becomes useful decision evidence. The problem is that supply teams often manage this workflow with scattered inputs, inconsistent review rules, and manual interpretation. At quarantadue.ai, every MCP workflow starts from the real tool interface, not from a generic prompt. The goal is simple. Keep the expert in control while the system structures the evidence. Inputs, reasoning, and outputs stay connected in one reviewable flow. Now the results become easier to compare, easier to review, and easier to explain. Optimize factor integration narrows that process into a repeatable model so teams can compare cases without rebuilding the logic each time. Optimize factor integration starts with a defined input contract. Typical inputs include average factor correlation, correlation range, historical data noise, historical data period, and potential factor count. Keeping these fields explicit reduces ambiguity and makes every run easier to audit. The workflow then applies calculate the minimum correlation coefficient needed to achieve statistical significance given the historical data period length and selected p-value threshold. Determine the optimal number of factors to include by counting how many factors exceed the significance threshold, adjusted for diminishing returns when many factors are available. Calculate the weight to assign to the strongest correlated factors using exponential decay weighting where the top factor receives proportionally higher weight. Calculate the weight to assign to moderately correlated factors, ensuring the sum of primary and secondary weights leaves appropriate weight for baseline forecasting. And estimate the expected forecast accuracy improvement percentage from optimally integrating external factors, reduced by historical data noise level. This keeps the process deterministic, reviewable, and aligned with how supply teams actually make decisions. Optimize factor integration returns structured outputs such as factors to include, expected accuracy gain, significance threshold, recommendation confidence, and factor weight allocation. These outputs are designed to support review, reporting, comparison, and follow-up actions. The value of optimized factor integration is not just automation, it is a controlled way to turn repeated supply work into a documented business process with clear inputs, transparent logic, and reusable outputs.